It's perfectly understandable and normal to have a whole host of worries and fears about return to school, but I'm here to give you some tips that will really help alleviate those. There isn't a parent in the country or a teacher who isn't a little bit nervous and worried about school return. It's the same every single year, but equally this year we might have a few little additional worries and concerns. The good news is there's always something you can do about them. If your child is feeling particularly anxious or they're very worried about COVID in general, just stay calm, focus on the knowledge, the things that we know, and on the people who are helping the situation to improve. We don't want those children, religiously watching the news, which can be very anxiety provoking for anyone. Some of you might be concerned that your children have lost some of their academic progress over lockdown, and it will have had implications for their work in September and their progress then. However, it's important to remember that you as the parent and carer are powerful when it comes to transforming academic outcomes. Just by caring, just by making sure they do a little bit of maths and English over the summer months, a little bit goes a very long way. And I would urge all of you to take advantage of some of the Collins books on maths and English. Even 20 minutes, 25 minutes a day will make a world of difference come September. One of my biggest tips of all that comes straight from the neuroscience is to give them a fantastic breakfast. We know that children who have a great breakfast are much more likely to concentrate well in class, to memorize material. First of all, give yourself a giant pat on the back, because the last few months may have been really tricky, and you may have not seen your friends, you may have been denied play dates, you may have found it tricky being at home when you preferred to have been at school. So think back and say, I'm proud of myself because of these 3 reasons. Don't keep fears and worries to yourself. Try and set goals for yourself. What do you want to achieve when you go to school this term? How do you want to make a great impression? I think it's always a good idea to set little goals, achievable goals, and to praise yourself and to give yourself a pat on the back when you achieve them. It's absolutely normal to be worried and have a few, butterflies about your children's return to school. It is a time of joy and excitement because they are growing and developing and moving on to a new stage in their development, and that is something to celebrate.